Good morning, OC Toasters.
Good morning.
Good
morning.
Good. All right. Well, it's my distinct privilege and pleasure this morning to introduce Pilar Najera. She's originally from Mexico City, married 31 years to Ricardo. She's a proud mother of 3 talented boys. She's been a happy and successful Mary Kay consultant for 12 years. And has a goal of being a national sales director. 2 or 3 times a week. Pilar enjoys walking with her dog, Evie, for about 2 miles. Poor dog. She joined Toastmasters to learn the art of speaking in public in English. Her presentation today is from the Humorously Speaking Advanced Communication book. Her speech is entitled Leave Them with a Smile. I present Pilar Najera.
What you think about, you bring about. What a concept. Does this mean that if I think about Brad Pitt, I would be having him in my living room, having a romantic dinner with me? Or maybe if I think about Jennifer Lopez, her beauty, her style, her big personality, I would become like her. When I was first introduced to this concept of this new way of thinking, I was very confused, very confused. My mind, this little muscle right here, yes, to me it's a muscle, just like my biceps. I have to work my muscle every day. She has her own opinion. She talks 24/7. She doesn't stop. For the longest time in my short period of life, in my 25 years of life, I've been pursuing a way of controlling her. Doing a little research and books and videos and computers, I learned that I can talk with her. I cannot believe when I started learning about these a little bit more, I realized that most of the things that have happened in my life, I was responsible for them. Even my mother-in-law. I love her. She lives back in Mexico. I haven't seen her in a long time. We get along pretty good. So how do I do this? Well, I scheduled a meeting with her. The first thing I did is I gave her a name. Her name was Wild Bit. No, Wild, you know what? But then I changed the name and I said I have to be nice to her. Because if you give respect, you receive respect. So I called her the Wild Thing. So we sat together and I said, look at Wild Thing. I'm going to tell you the first thing. I want you to know that I love myself for who I am and that I love every single drop of my blood and my fat and everything I do. She was laughing at me at first. What can I do? How am I going to start working this muscle, this wild thing of mine, so she can let me do my thing? Because believe me, if it wasn't for her, I would be a potato couch. And please don't look at the other part of my muscles. Right now, I'm concentrating on working on these muscles because once I work on these, I'm going to be able to work on the rest of them. Okay? So the first thing I did, I scheduled a meeting with her. And I told her that. And then I said, we're going to start working on a very very hard exercise program. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to give you vitamins. Every day in the morning, I'm going to give you a moment of meditation. You're going to be quiet. You're not going to say anything. You're not going to think about anything. She started laughing at me. And then I gave her a dosage of praying. She respected that. We started praying. At first, she was gagging a little bit. She was not happy with the new food that I was giving her. But you know what? You want to know what I was feeding her before I made a decision? Soap operas. She used to love soap operas. She used to love the drama and the tears and the hate and the soap operas. And before I would go to bed, I would give her news, daily news, juicy news, those kind of news that the violence, the screaming, the tears. No wonder she wouldn't let me sleep. I can't believe I was feeding her that. And then for dessert, juicy gossipy. Talking about others, helping them solve their own problems. You know, this wild thing has her own opinion. She's very opinionated. She's always trying to fix things. So, what I did, I told her, we're going to do affirmations. So when I joined Mary Kay, I stood in front of the mirror and I said, first I did my Mary Kay image, then I put on my little makeup. I didn't know how to do makeup like that. So I told her, I am the best Mary Kay consultant. She started laughing at me. She goes, you don't even know how to do makeup. How are you going to sell that? I was very discouraged. And then I said, you know what? You watch me. I'm going to do 100 makeovers and I'm going to become an expert. So guess what? I not only sell makeup, I teach people how to do makeup. The next thing I did an affirmation tape. I invest my money with my own voice to talk to myself every night, every morning. I listen to myself. And now what? And nowadays, I'm doing weightlifting. I'm reading books. At first, she was refusing to do it. No wonder she was so fluffy. So I started doing book reading. She said, no, I don't like that. You cannot even concentrate. You don't know how to read English. So I said, okay, we're going to start little by little. We're going to do 10 pages every night before you go to sleep, instead of watching the soap opera or the news. And now, guess what? I'm very proud of that wild thing. That muscle is so happy. You know why? Every morning before she leaves, if she's really, really busy, she gets her shake in the form of an audiobook. So many audiobooks she knows she reads. And now we are moving to stronger things. I love this book, The Power of Intention. I've been reading this book for almost a year. I read 1 page, 2 pages, 3 pages. If I didn't understand it, I go back and do it again. She is so happy. I'm so proud of her. Nowadays, we have very intelligent conversations. We talk. She listens. I'm very proud. And now I know that what you think about, you bring about. Thank you.
Phenomenal job. Thank you very much.